Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share something that completely changed how I approach each day, and I guarantee it will do the same for you. We're talking about a morning ritual so powerful that ancient Roman emperors used it to rule empires, and modern CEOs use it to build billion-dollar companies. But here's the thing. Most people wake up and immediately check their phones, scroll through social media, or jump straight into their problem. They're essentially handing over control of their day before it even begins. What if I told you there's a different way? A way that takes just 15 minutes, but gives you unshakable confidence, crystal clear focus, and inner peace that lasts all day long. This isn't some feel-good nonsense. This is based on 2,000 years of Stoic philosophy, combined with modern neuroscience. The ancient Stoics understood something we're just now proving with brain scans. How you start your morning literally rewires your brain for the entire day. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and instead of feeling anxious about your to-do list, you feel calm and confident. Instead of dreading challenges, you actually look forward to them because you know you can handle anything. Instead of letting other people's opinions control your mood, you're completely centered in who you are. That's not fantasy. That's what happens when you master your morning. The first step is something the Stoics called morning affirmations. But it's not what you think. This isn't about standing in front of a mirror repeating empty phrases. This is about making a conscious declaration about who you choose to be today. When Marcus Aurelius woke up as Emperor of Rome, he didn't immediately think about his problems. He started by reminding himself of his strength, his capability, and his power to shape his reality. You see, your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant good seeds first thing in the morning, weeds will grow all day long. Here's what you do. The moment you wake up, before you reach for your phone, before you think about your problems, sit up in bed and say these words. Not just think them, but actually say them out loud. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way today. I am in control of my responses. I am enough exactly as I am. Now, your brain might resist this at first. It might say, "This is silly," or "I don't feel capable." That's normal. Your brain is used to running the same old patterns of doubt and worry. But here's the scientific truth. Every time you repeat these words, you're literally creating new neural pathways. You're training your brain to default to confidence instead of fear. The key is consistency. Do this for 7 days straight, and you'll notice something incredible happening. Situations that used to stress you out suddenly feel manageable. Criticism that used to hurt you bounces right off. You start carrying yourself differently, speaking more clearly, and making decisions faster. After your affirmation, the next step is what I call anchor breathing. This comes from the Stoic practice of focusing on what you can control. And there's nothing more immediate and controllable than your breath. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Stress isn't caused by external events. Stress is caused by your body's response to those events. And that response starts with shallow, rapid breathing. When you're stressed, you breathe from your chest. When you're calm and confident, you breathe from your belly. So we're going to reverse engineer confidence by controlling your breathing pattern. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Now breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. The hand on your belly should rise and fall, while the hand on your chest stays relatively still. Do this for just 3 minutes. That's it. During these 3 minutes, don't think about your problems, your schedule, or your worries. Just focus on the breath going in and out. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to the breath. No judgment, just redirection. What's happening during these 3 minutes is remarkable. You're activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's natural relaxation response. You're lowering cortisol, the stress hormone, and increasing oxygen flow to your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for clear thinking and good decision-making. But more importantly, you're proving to yourself that you have control. In a world that feels chaotic and unpredictable, you're demonstrating that you can create calm anytime, anywhere, just by controlling your breath. Now that you're calm and centered, it's time for what might be the most powerful part of this entire ritual: strategic gratitude. Notice I said strategic gratitude, not just positive thinking. The Stoics understood something profound about human psychology. You cannot feel grateful and fearful at the same time. They're incompatible emotions. When you're truly grateful, worry dissolves. When you're appreciating what you have, you stop obsessing about what you lack. But here's where most people get gratitude wrong. They think about generic things like, I'm grateful for my health, or I'm grateful for my family. While those are nice, they don't create the emotional shift we're looking for. Instead, I want you to think of 3 specific moments from the past week that made you smile. Maybe it was a text from a friend who was thinking of you. Maybe it was the way your coffee tasted perfect yesterday morning. Maybe it was a moment when you helped someone and saw their face light up. Really picture these moments. See the details. Feel the emotions again. This isn't just positive thinking. You're literally rewiring your brain to notice good things instead of defaulting to problems and complaints. When you practice specific gratitude like this, something incredible happens to your energy. Instead of starting your day feeling heavy or anxious, you feel light and optimistic. Instead of dreading interactions with people, you're actually looking forward to connecting with others. You start radiating positive energy, and people notice. The final piece of this morning ritual is what the Stoics called negative visualization, but I prefer to call it challenge preparation. This is where we flip the script on worry and use it as a tool for confidence. Most people spend their mental energy worrying about things that might go wrong. The Stoics realized this was backwards. Instead of vague worry, they would specifically imagine challenges they might face that day, and then mentally rehearse responding to them with wisdom and calm. Think about your day ahead. What's one situation that might be difficult? Maybe it's a tough conversation with your boss. Maybe it's a presentation you have to give. Maybe it's dealing with a difficult person in your life. Instead of hoping it goes well or worrying about it going badly, mentally rehearse handling it like your best self. See yourself staying calm when criticized. Picture yourself speaking clearly and confidently in that meeting. Imagine yourself responding to difficult people with patience and wisdom instead of reactive emotion. This isn't daydreaming. This is mental training. Athletes do this before competitions. Military personnel do this before missions. You're programming your mind to respond from strength instead of fear. Here's what makes this so powerful. When these situations actually arise during your day, your brain will feel like it's been there before. Instead of panic or uncertainty, you'll feel prepared and confident. You'll respond from your highest self instead of your reactive self. Let me tell you what happens when you do this ritual consistently for just 2 weeks. First, you'll notice that you're less reactive to other people's moods and opinions. Their energy doesn't dictate your energy anymore. You become like a calm center in the storm. Second, you'll start making better decisions because you're operating from a clear, centered place instead of stress and anxiety. You'll see solutions instead of just problems. You'll take action instead of procrastinating. Third, people will start responding to you differently. Confidence is magnetic. When you're genuinely centered and at peace with yourself, others feel it. They trust you more, respect you more, and want to be around you more. But here's the most important change. You'll stop living in reactive mode and start living in creative mode. Instead of just responding to whatever life throws at you, you'll start actively creating the life you want. The ancient Stoics had a saying, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This morning ritual is how you claim that power. I want to make you a promise and give you a challenge. The promise is this. If you do this 15-minute morning ritual for 30 days straight, your life will change in ways you can't even imagine right now. You'll be calmer, more confident, more focused, and more resilient. But here's the challenge. You have to actually do it. Not just think about doing it. Not just do it when you feel like it. You have to make it non-negotiable for 30 days. I know what you're thinking. I don't have 15 minutes in the morning. But let me ask you this. How much time do you spend on your phone first thing in the morning? How much time do you waste throughout the day because you're stressed, unfocused, or making poor decisions? This 15-minute investment will save you hours of wasted energy and give you a life of clarity and purpose. Your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. You can either start your day reactive, scattered, and anxious, or you can start it centered, confident, and clear. The choice is yours, and it starts tomorrow morning. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once a disaster. The only difference between people who live extraordinary lives and those who settle for ordinary is what they do when no one is watching. Your future self is counting on the decision you make right now. Will you give yourself the gift of these 15 minutes tomorrow morning? Will you commit to becoming the person you're capable of being? The power is in your hands. Use it wisely. If this resonated with you, I want to hear about your experience. Try this morning ritual for 1 week and let me know in the comments how it changes your days. And if you found value in this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing content. Remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself, and it starts with how you begin each day.